Yes, it's Philly here, and today I'm going to break down what it's like to work as a graphic designer within a design agency and what a typical day looks like. Let's jump straight into it. So from experience, what tends to happen in the mornings is you have a wider agency meeting. This does vary because some agencies do it every day. I've experienced ones where it's just at the beginning of the week or it's every day. So yeah, everyone gets together from all the departments, and it would either be the owners, maybe the managing director, creative directors, and they would just talk about the current projects that people are working on, maybe new potential clients that want to work with us, and just general news and updates, maybe new starters. It could be feedback from a client that we've received and they want to sort of boost everyone's morale and say, it's been really great, the client's really happy. And I think this is really good because it just keeps everyone up to date. They kind of know what's coming, and yeah, everyone can kind of just then move on with their week. After the wider agency meeting, there's normally a design studio catch up where the creative directors and designers just get together in a room and we go through each individual designer's schedule for the week and just talk about if they need any help on the project or support, where they're at with it, and it just kind of keeps everyone in the studio up to date with what people are working on. It's quite nice actually because there'll be potential new work that's come in and you might throughout the day just get up and go and chat with them. It just kind of keeps that nice creative energy flowing through the studio. So yeah, that varies. Sometimes it's every day at some agencies, but ones that I've worked at tend to be mainly once a week because sometimes it's a bit overkill and it's really not necessary to have that same meeting every day of the week. What tends to happen after the design studio catch up with the creative directors, all the designers just flood out the meeting. They go and make a cup of tea, coffee, have a chat. It's all quite relaxed. From my experience and the agencies I've worked at, it's all very relaxed. Everyone's just having a chat, having a laugh, and then eventually everyone just starts cracking on with their day. I tend to just jump on the computer, double check the schedule, and normally the schedule would say what I'm working on, who the account manager is, and I would tend to just reach out to them, either on Teams, Slack. A lot of the time I would actually just go to their desk because I just find I get a lot more clarity talking face to face with someone, just making sure we're both aligned, and then I can just crack on with my day. And then throughout the day I would just send them screenshots of what I'm working on for feedback and stuff. I think that's really key, especially for the creative process. And yeah, that's what tends to happen. As I mentioned, it is quite relaxed, people getting cup of teas and coffees and having a chat, and that tends to flow throughout the day. And I think it's really important to be able to get up off your computer after an hour and a half, have a stretch, and just go and chat to people in different departments, or just chat to your design team. Go and sit with one of the designers and be like, what you're working on. And sometimes you might be working on something that you're a bit stuck on, and then you have that conversation with someone else, and it just really helps, come up with ideas and just break up the day as well. I think it's really important to be able to come away from your computer. There was one agency that I did work at, and everyone was just at their computer, chained to their desk. They would go out for lunch for 20 minutes and come back, and they would just eat their food and carry on working. For me, that's just not a good environment personally. I think you need that sort of freedom to just get up and walk around. We're creatives at the end of the day. So what tends to happen towards the end of the day is that I would either reach out to the project manager that I'm working with or someone in the marketing team and just kind of catch up with them, be like, this is where I'm at, this is what I've done, They may want it exported out, or they might just want me to save it on the server. I would then check my schedule to see what I'm doing the next day. I could be on 2 or 3 different things the next day. So yeah, it's just kind of making sure you're keeping up to date with the projects that are coming in, managing that workflow, and then yeah, basically just sign off, and that's it for the day. This is just a quick overview of what we've just spoken about and what it's like working at a design agency. And as I've mentioned, it does vary, but they are very similar. Like I said, you could have wider agency meetings at the beginning of the week, your design studio catch-ups with your creative directors, you communicate with the wider departments of the agency, stay in the loop with what your design team are up to, always writing notes, managing workflows and projects. This is what it is like working within a design agency. So I hope this helps and just gives you a little insight of what it's like. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message, and yeah, if this video is helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. Take it easy.